In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 7 of Andor titled Announcements. Now, this episode was front and center, really forward. Basically, it wasn't focused much on Andor, even though the show is called Andor. It's more of the subplot with Mon Mothma trying to do certain things, and as a senator, she has certain powers, but then she's limited to those certain powers. She meets with a friend, an old friend, at a dinner party and wants to access her family funds just to get, certain things going. We understand what she's trying to do. We understand her story way in the near future of what she's able to accomplish. Now, not only that, Cassian, with his 30,000 credits now after the end of the 6th episode, goes back home to meet with his mother, his friend, and um, it's just an interesting aspect of where this character has gone over the course of 7 episodes. We understand that this show is leading into Rogue One. Not only that, we find that certain aspects of certain characters are not who they seem or not what they seem. Now, we sort of forgot about Cassian's search for his sister. I mean, he's going to look for his sister, but then all of a sudden, it's, taking a back seat to this heist or his aspect of the story about that he's a thief. Now, Cassian goes to the tropical resort or island of Nemos and is arrested by Imperial troopers for doing something, and he's in prison for 6 years. So we know he gets out of it because we know his character is in Rogue One. Not only that, the aspect of Karn getting a new job now. That job is at the Imperial Standards Bureau, but they gain more draconian surveillance. And with that, it's the aspect of trying to see if Miro is challenged by Belvin, who she persuades her superiors of certain work values and ethics, assigned where an oversight. And not only that, we have Rael. Rael assists and meets with Vel on Coruscant and instructs her to find and kill Cassian to prevent him from revealing Rael's identity. So a lot of things are happening in this episode, but it's so quick that you have to really pay attention as to what is happening. Now, it's a full first season. I mean, it's 12 episodes long. What can happen now? Minor offenses, Cassian's arrested. 6 years imprisonment. Okay, what next? Who's going to get him out? What happens? We still have to have Forrest Whitaker's character of Saul Guerrero come in. How's he going to play in? I feel like the show will get slightly better when his character appears because then we understand what he is and how he goes about certain things and where he met Cassian or how that plays into it. He could probably meet Cassian in prison. Who knows? This is the 7th episode and it's 12 episode total first season. There's going to be a second season which leads right into Rogue One. So I'm curious to see what happens. This episode wasn't as well written as I want to say the first 6 episodes. The first 6 episodes had a lot of good dialogue because they were written by brothers Tony and Dan Gilroy. When those two write something, or it's just it flows well. It's the dynamic of the aspect of the tension, the thrills, and it all makes sense and it's cohesive within the story. But with this episode, it felt dry in a way where we didn't understand certain aspects of what was going on, but then we had to like figure it out on our own. Where the first 6 episodes, like I said, with Tony and Dan Gilroy writing it, it felt cohesive, it felt perfect, and we understood everything that was happening. Even though it did take a while for them to get to the heist or the space heist for that matter, and all of the aspects of episode 6 just, you know, ending like that with Cassian taking his 30,000 credits. I feel like 1 through 6 was the first half of the season, and then 7 through 12 would be the second half of the season, like I mentioned in my episode 6 review. Curious to see where this show goes. I mean, it's not bad at all. Having a 12 episode first season is a good idea. Usually it's like 6 or 8 episodes, but you have to tell a story, and with that, you need more episodes, and this is the perfect amount. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 7 of Andor titled Announcements. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think is going to happen in the rest of this season? And when do you think Saul Guerrero, Forrest Whitaker's character, will come in? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 8 review of Andor.